Hi Nelson, this is Obi and I'm your ancestor. Today I will try to show you what my world looks like. I'll try to show you my pain, my struggles, and my successes. I will also try to show you the people around me, especially the people that I admire or the people that I think that are doing great things or are on their way to great things. So just keep watching and I will show you a lot for you to learn. Let's go. Boom. So hi, well, this is my first video and I just want to use this opportunity to just introduce the idea that I've got and the past couple of years, what I've been doing, because I think I've just jumped in, like I'm late on what this idea, and I've always been someone who wants to kind of share my world with not just the people within, my generation, but the generation after that. And, for all the people to just see what a guy like me, what my world looks like, basically. So I am going to start by sharing, first of all, the kind of information I am going to be sharing, and also the restrictions, basically. So in terms of information, I will be sharing like videos of my personal life, especially when it comes to business, ideas, philosophy, all of that. My endeavors throughout the day, how my life has been affected by an event. I will also try to kind of meet local people around me, just have a chat with them to share what they would like the next generation to know, the next decade, and to know about them and about the world. So I'll try and do a bit of interviews with people, have a chat, and at least get different views and different philosophies. I would also be doing, if there's anything around my world that I just want the people around me to know, and the people in the next upcoming generation and decades to, be aware of. I'm not going to be as an expert. I'm just going to share my knowledge as well. Just for people to know what, what my knowledge looks like, and my ideas and all of that. So I will be doing that. Now, the restrictions, what I won't be sharing is, I won't go too in depth with my, love life, except maybe, my other half wants to be part of it, then cool. I won't be sharing much about, my family, again, except they want to be part of it, then that's cool. They will have to do it themselves. But I'll try to restrict some of that. Some aspect of my business, I would not share it at that moment, maybe after the situation where I know it is either safe or I'm not breaching any form of, privacy. I have to respect my business as well. So I have to, again, put on heart as a director, as a CEO. So, those are kind of what I intend to do, and my restrictions as well. One thing I'll try to avoid, because I've watched a lot of, YouTube and YouTubers and different people who have been sharing their life with the public. They've always advised not to read too deep on the comments. So, if anyone wants to get in touch with me, I would recommend either sending me an email, LinkedIn. There are so many ways you can get in touch with me. But I will try as much as possible not to dive into the comment section. That's because I have to balance how I feel about the good and the bad. Good comments, bad comments, I don't care. People can put in information in the comment section in terms of how they feel. so that other people who are reviewing the comments can look at that. But the comment basically is going to be for the public, not for me. So if you want me to really, hear your views, or just send me a message, or on Facebook, on LinkedIn. There are so many ways you can reach out to people these days. So those are the things I want to share with the world. But the idea is not just to share those information, but for the future generation. Now, the name Nelson, right? Recently, I've been a great admirer of Nelson Mandela, and I'll tell you why. The reason why is because Nelson Mandela, I'm trying to put myself in his shoes most times, which is how can you, first of all, go through a struggle and you end up in prison? And I'm trying to imagine how he survived in that prison for 25 years. 25 years. His thought process. I wish I documented that, or he documented that, to be honest. Sorry, not me. And survived all of that. But then when he finally got out, he was very humble and also very forgiving, kind. So each time I go through tough times, I remember the story of Nelson Mandela. 25 years. And what surprises me is that if you look at the story, it's not that he spent the 25 years knowing that he's going to be out in 25 years. So he could, I'm not sure about this, but I think he could be facing a life sentence. So there's no guarantee of when he's going to come out of prison. And I'm trying to imagine his mental state. And he went through all of that. So recently, just knowing this, he has become a big icon in my life. I quote him a lot, at least for the past few years, 2-3 years. Whenever I talk to people about their struggles, I mean, I have my own demons. And that's why, to be honest, I try to be kind to people as well. So he is what kindness means to me in person. Like in my generation, if I should think about someone kind, I would probably think of him, because he wasn't just kind to people who were nice to him. He was literally kind to people who were not nice to him or not very nice to him. So that's why I don't have any kid now, but I would want a part of my generation to have Nelson. I've always had this idea of, like the monarchy. I've read the books about like King Henry VII, King Henry VIII, and King James, Mary, Bloody Mary. I've read books about this loyalty, and I liked I don't know, I just like the idea of having King I, King Henry I, or King Henry VII, or King Henry VIII. So I would like to have that, Nelson, maybe not in my generation, I don't know, but someone in my broad mind, I hope through watching this video would have that, like Nelson the First, or Nelson the Second, or Nelson the Third. So I would not married yet, but I would try, if I have a son, name him Nelson. Again, I didn't, I'm just trying to be, this is a name I kind of admire, and fortunately or unfortunately, it's mostly typically a male name. I don't mind my daughter having that, but I'm just concerned with how people are going to treat her in school. People might not be nice. Kids are not usually nice. So, that's why I'm saying son. So that's a bit of the idea of what I want to share with the world. and not just with the immediate world, so with generations to come. And that's, so I've kind of explained why. Now, I'm very keen on history, and I understand that the people who document their history or their journey are more likely to be known in the future. So that's what I'm trying to do. I would document from the horse's mouth my story. It's scary, to be honest, because people are going to watch you. A lot of people are going to judge you, but it's part of the story, right? I'm literally trying to share my ideas, my thoughts, how my mind works. It might not be something people agree with. It might be something they agree with. Literally, I just want to write my history. I want just the way I read about the 1600s. How about I know about them, William Normandy. I want someone to be able to tell my story. There's a guy who lived in a certain period, and I don't know how far I'm going to go, or how the world is going to get to know me. If the world in my generation is going to know little of me or more of me, but someday I just want people not just to know me, but to use my story to understand how someone like me, or someone who lives within my location and all of that, how we think, our the general understanding of our environment and the philosophies and the political conditions. I'm not very big on politics, but I will try and for this just put out a lot of information, just how my life have been affected by political condition. So I'm recording this video on the 1st of October 2022. Now, I'm Nigerian, so today actually marks our independence, and independence means we used to have a colonial country, or a colonial empire, which is the United Kingdom, and Nigeria was under their rule, which means their laws under the Queen and all of that. And after Queen Elizabeth II became a queen, and there was a lot of there was a lot of uprising and people wanted to break out and be independent. So Nigeria was one of the countries that was independent in 1960. And so after the independence, we celebrate every 1st of October, which was the day of independence, as our independent day. So today marks that day, and today is the first day I'm starting. I shot this video. Don't know if I'm going to release it today or tomorrow or next tomorrow, but the day I shot this video was on the Independence Day. So I'm going to mark it as the day where I became independent of thoughts, independent of what my immediate world thinks about me, but focused on what the next multiple generations, what they need to know about me, and I think, because I just want to know, I just want them to know about my generation, about people like me, about my thoughts, about my struggles, about my pain, about my success, and be able to tell my story from the horse's mouth and not get confused. So yeah, this is my story. And again, thank you. If you're viewing, I really appreciate that. And just to encourage me as a human, we at this point, for people to feel encouraged and get this dopamine hit to do more, then the likes and the comments and the subscription is very important. So if you're watching this, just to encourage me to do more and just to, stick on this. I'll try to release as much video as I can. And if this gets a lot of attention, then it will be much more frequent because I'll be doing just a lot. So to support that, or if you think it's a good idea, just like, subscribe, and I think people say this, so the like button should be somewhere here. I'm not used to that yet, but somewhere below this video. And yeah, that's it for today. And thank you once again. Goodbye.